already know I got a video, big dog. Here we go.
Instead of Anthony Volpe to fail. I was thinking about Anthony Volpe yesterday, and I was looking at swings like this. 3-2.
Thank you.
Volpe. And I caught myself like kind of laughing. Then I started to think like, why is this fair to Volpe? I feel like the ire of the fans is a little misdirected, and I'm just talking about me personally as well. I think we should be more mad at the Yankees that they continue to put Volpe in this situation than anything else. I believe that the shield that they continue to put up for him, where sometimes it feels like, why are the Yankees protecting this guy so much, is actually becoming more of a detriment than what it is helping. As a fan, all you think about is, why are they protecting this guy so much and they're going above and beyond where it's not like that for every other person? Personally, I think that things would have gone way better for Volpe. Went to the minor leagues to go work on some stuff and then come back up. Volpe's one of the worst players in all of baseball, if not the worst to play shortstop. And it's not like these numbers that he has this year are
Let's get away, bro. Damn.
Where it just makes you feel like, oh, maybe he just has bad luck or.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, as far as Volpe, real quick, Volpe's been struggling on defensively, offensively. I don't know what his problem is. I'm not gonna lie, the Yankees player development needs help, honestly. And it goes back to the farm system because me personally, I don't think Dominguez has really developed that great as far as outfielder. He's still okay offensively, but still a lot of room for improvement. And then, like I said, we had actually, they just need to redo the whole brand. I also thought they need to get rid of Aaron Boone. I think they need to refire Cashman. I just think they need to change the whole culture. Change the way about how they've been going about business. Like, you ain't been to the, obviously, them getting to the World Series last year kind of, I guess, saved a lot of people's jobs. So they got all this hope. But you haven't won nothing since 2009. So like I said, it's one of the things once the kids kind of take over ownership, is real rare when the ownership still stays the same. You know what I mean? Like, so the way George ran the franchise is one way, but Al has just been like mediocre. He just been like, well, they're gonna come see these games, and that's what it is. We're making money yearly, so it is what it is. So George wanted World Series. You know what I'm saying? He wanted World Series. I don't know if Al has the same drive for that. So Yankees just got a lot of issues they need to fix.
So, are y'all still in competition for the playoffs?
Oh yeah. We're still here. Right now we're four games out of first. So that's why I say it's a big series against the Blue Jays as far as the Brewers. Hopefully they can beat them. And I think we got like a 2-game lead as the second wild card team, I want to say. 2 or 3 games, something like that. So yeah, we're definitely, and it's gonna come down to the final game, to the end of the season as far as everybody. But for us to make it to the playoffs, it's like, that is, the American League is so trash. So it's like.
So how are you seeing as far as Boston's pitching going? Do you feel like it's improving this far in the season?
Hey, it's definitely improving. It's improving. The offense got better. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see that coming. It surprised me. I was like, woo, that young talent's starting to come around. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there's no expectations of Boston. So that's the difference when when you put the pinstripes on, we expect to go to the World Series every year, which ain't reality, but that's just what it is to be a New York Yankee. So sometimes I feel like in other cities or other clubs, players are able to develop at an easier, with not too much pressure on them. Yankees is like, soon as you put the pinstripe on, we want you first year knocking home runs, striking, all that type of stuff. So that'd be our issues with things. But yeah, Boston, y'all definitely did improve it. I gotta give it to y'all.
Who do you see winning MVP from both leagues? Who do you feel like is in the first race? 2-5, we got you back, brother. Yeah, Dave.
I've been here the whole time.
Why you didn't say? All right.
Because I was letting bro get his shit off.
I was waiting for 2-5 to come with some sideways.
No, I was gonna say all I was gonna contribute was at the beginning of the season, I picked Boston to make the playoffs, and I picked the Yankees to miss it. So I'm just sitting here waiting for it to happen.
See, there you go with that stuff. Everything I like 2-5 goes against the grain. I don't understand it. You can't agree for nothing. Like,
hey, but I be right. But I be right a lot though.
You be right a lot though. I ain't gonna lie. You be right a lot. But I feel like the dude from the well, for starters, I feel like the guy from he's a rookie, so he can probably get rookie of the year. Well, offense. I don't even hold on. The guy for the
Well,
Mariners, I think Kyle Raleigh.
it's
He's
gotta
definitely
be
gonna win it.
it's gotta be the big dumper, right?
Yeah, Kyle Raleigh, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
either him or
As far
Aaron
as he
Judge.
typically, it's
Just
gonna be that. Nah, they ain't gonna give it to Judge because I
Well,
mean,
Judge is
even though
leading the
Judge
league.
had a
Well, he's
All
leading the
right,
league in batting average, though.
just give me a second,
yeah,
fellas. Bear with
yeah,
me. Bear with me. I got y'all.
History. Aaron Judge
he
hits a
definitely leading the league.
MVP. This one really pisses me off. I actually don't think I even want to talk about it. We're likely going to skip this one. And, well, maybe we won't. You got Aaron Judge, the favorite. For what fucking reason? You know what I'm saying? Cal Raleigh just hit his 50th jack as a switch hitting catcher, something that's never been done in history. Aaron Judge hits 50 home runs. He gets to that mark. No one's really super close. Done. Automatic MVP. Cal Raleigh is switch hitting catcher. Who does it? Nah, fuck that guy. You ever heard of Aaron Judge? Yeah, we've heard of him. The right fielder that hasn't played right field in over a month. That's not valuable. He hits the ball. Good for him. This isn't the Offensive Player of the Year award. It's the most valuable fucking player. Your most valuable player has 50 jacks, leads in RBIs, catches behind the dish, is a switch hitter. This is just stupid. I hate this AL MVP race more than anything. If Cal Raleigh doesn't win it,
Hello.
this award's going to be worthless to pretty much anybody that wins it from here on out. AL MVP. This one really...
I actually feel the reverse
Mm.
because I don't like these narratives of if you do this, you're the MVP. Like Seattle's not even
Yeah,
guaranteed to make the playoffs.
that is true.
Like
That is
so
true.
so I mean so granted it's a team sport, right? So I don't want to shit on him because he's having a great season. But we do this in the NFL too. We be like, hey, what a running back got to do to win MVP? Oh, he got
Shout
to
out.
break the all-time rushing record. It's like, no, like everybody else is playing the same sport. So, you, like if your team isn't benefiting off of your success, you're not the fucking MVP.
That's true. It's almost like you got to let the team to be the MVP. Your team got to definitely everybody
Been
around you
talking
has to
about
make you
Saquon.
great.
We wouldn't have been talking about Saquon last year if the Eagles were 9-8.
That's true. Even with all them yards, if he had all them yards, and they was yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I feel like that's why you have the Offensive Player of the Year.
Right.
Two different categories.
Yeah, and that's what I hate that because that's how we end up with these conversations. Like we be like, oh, but last year they did this with the MVP, and this year they did this, and it's like, well, yeah, it's a whole different year. Like people did different things. Like so, you can't just say this is what makes an MVP because it's fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely fluid.
Me personally, yeah, I don't even see. I mean, like I said, even with Aaron Judge's numbers, I still wouldn't even give him the MVP
There's a
just because I'm
crazy
not.
echo right now.
Oh yeah, it is.
All right,
It's
I'll
moving
leave again.
phone.
Hold on.
I don't know if it's him. Was it too fast? Is it echoing again? No, it stopped. So it might have been too fast.
Stop.
Yeah, it stopped. But I was about to say was I don't even know if I would give Aaron Judge the MVP just because his numbers. I mean, like for the talent Aaron Judge is, those numbers that he's putting up are just what you expect out of Judge. You know what I mean? But as far as the team around him, it's like I don't think he's. I mean, he hasn't really done anything to really be like, yeah, you deserve to be the MVP. That's just me personally. You know, I mean, these numbers he putting up, he did that last year, did that the year before. So I don't think he's just gonna give that
Um,
to him.
One comment here says, sad to see so many casuals. Cal hurts his team defensively. He has a negative DRS behind the plate and isn't near the hitter Judge is. Judge also leads the league in runs, average, OBP, SLG, OPS plus, RBAT, and AOBP. If you think Cal deserves MPV, you don't know ball.
Well,
Well
I
said.
mean, I don't
That's
know.
right. That's
Well
definitely
I
said.
don't
true.
know. I just literally said that I disagreed with him being MVP. So okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
way to
because
get your
honestly,
shit off, buddy.
it goes more. Yeah, it's more than just a numbers game,
It's,
especially in baseball.
yeah, I was about to say.
Like your OPS could be 1.2 something. You could have 40 plus home runs, at bat 330 something, but yet your team is still ass cheeks, or you're barely fighting for a playoff spot. You know what I mean? But like you said, like back to what you said, too far. That kind of goes back to we put so much praises on these individual accolades, and it's a team sport. You know what I mean? Like baseball, you need all 9 players to be in cohorts as far as offense, defense. You know what I mean? You could have I just seen Yankees be up 10, 6, 7 runs, and then next run we done gave up 8 runs and lose the game. That ain't necessarily Aaron Judge's fault, but
Right.
Yankee haters can cry all they want. The truth is that MVP is in fact an offensive award. Neither Raleigh nor Judge is even top 50 in defensive WAR, so the writers aren't even looking at that. So I'll take the guy who was first in AVG, fifth in home runs, eighth in RBIs, and first in BBs, SLGs, and OPS over a guy who's not even top 100 in AVG. I like the big dumper. I'm rooting for the guy. This one is close, but I think Judge may just barely edge him out.
yeah, I mean they might
Yeah.
try to give it to him.
Respect it.
I mean, I agree. You know what I mean? But that's where you have to do some extra digging. You know what I mean? And you start looking at these teams like, you got the Detroit Tigers out here, doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's examine some of their players.
So
You know what I mean? Like,
That's true.
you know
That's
what I'm saying?
true.
Like, let's examine
You're
the
right,
Red
fellas.
Sox with everything that they're doing right now. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Toronto, like let's look at look at Vlad Guerrero.
work. Who just left? That was Rumi. We got motherfucking Steel Curtain Unk in this joint. What's going on, brother?
Fuck the Tigers.
I agree.
How about them Cowboys?
I agree again.
Yo, what's up, Al?
Hey, Cowboys ready for the future.
Best general manager ever.
Man, I'm gonna say this, yo. I watched Jerry Jones' presser. I haven't watched one in a while. This one Jerry Jones called, believe it or not. I really believe this was Stephen Jones' call.
And can I interject right quick, Playboy? I
Of
got a
course.
quick question.
Of course, go for it.
Do you think this is the first shot in the Arch Manning tanking scenario?
Nah, I don't think they want Arch Manning.
You don't think they want that high profile? Bring that money in.
They just paid that. They just paid that. I don't know, like when you Dak has a no trade clause.
Oh, they'll get around that.
You can't franchise them, or you can't franchise them, or you can't tag him in any scenario. So,
but
if you cut him,
you can cut him and eat the money. Wouldn't be the first.
Yeah, they could. They could.
You don't think that's worth the risk of getting Arch?
Hell no, I don't think Arch is that good.
Yeah, we
like what is Arch proven for real? Now if Arch go out this year and show his ass, then yeah, I might feel a little different. But he played a little spot ball every now and then, came in for a couple runs and shit. Like what is he really showing as a quarterback? I gotta evaluate him a little more.
Had a 50.
Will you have a different
Arch had a?
Will you have a different opinion after? Will you have a different opinion after tomorrow?
No, I mean I had to see him in the whole vacuum in the whole season.
Arch had a 52% completion rate and 2 picks against Louisiana Monroe.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Is Arch Manning a better college quarterback than Stetson Bennett?
We don't know.
I don't know yet. I gotta see more. I gotta see more.
I think he will be. I think he will be, but we don't know. Like I think Arch, like if Arch, so the problem is that right now, I think Arch's legs are ahead of his arm.
Me
but
too.
He don't get talked about that way because he don't got no melanin.
For sure.
Of course.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like he might be a little more accurate than somebody like say a Lenore Sellers or somebody like that, but there ain't much difference.
He's a mobile QB.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all we know at this point.
He's more Archie than he is Peyton.
That's tough.
100%.
Damn. So this is obviously.
Hey,
go ahead.
Pat yourself on the back behind that one, there, boy. Pat yourself on the back. Well assessed.
Because I mean, How many
well,
years of eligibility does he have?
I believe 3.
um,
Oh no,
I thought it was two.
two.
He
Yeah,
played. He played Spartan in the last 2 years. Well, he did that one game his freshman year, but didn't they redshirt him? They redshirted him his first year,
yeah. He's been there. I think
Yep.
he's
if I'm
been
not
there 3
mistaken.
years already, though.
But is he part of the Cooties year crowd? He gets the extra year for the Cooties.
No, I think he came after.
You might after. Okay, yeah, I thought
Because
I
I
thought he might have
know,
came right around the
well,
same time.
he was behind Ewers for 2 years.
Okay, and he's playing
Yeah,
now. I thought they redshirted him his first
they
year.
may have.
I could
They
be.
may have.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think he got redshirted for
In his
sure.
third year.
Yeah, he sat behind Quinn for 2, and yeah, so I don't like. Look, I'm not saying that Arch is going to be a bad quarterback. I just think we got to see it because, like, tomorrow, you could say like, well, hey, Ohio State lost a lot of their defense. Arch should be okay, but Texas lost damn near their whole offensive line too, and and
Literally.
they lost Golden. They lost Isaiah Bond. So who he
Yep.
throwing the ball to?
Mm-hmm. And Jaden Blue.
Jaden Blue.
But my my understanding is they pulled Ohio State. They bought the best team money could buy
They
this year,
did.
so there's no
They
excuse.
did, but this is game one. You just never know how that's going to unfold.
Well,
Like
freshman. Yeah,
by the
exactly.
end of the year, yeah, Texas could be the best team in the country. I don't think they're starting out tomorrow as the best team in the country.
I mean, that's real shit, dog.
But who's the best team? Who's the best team in the country starting tomorrow?
Obviously, the
I would
one coached by Sherrod Moore.
No, that ain't it. I would honestly say at this particular moment in time, until we have data, I think it has to be Penn State.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Because
pony up.
no, because I mean, just looking at it from the standpoint of like continuity and whatnot, they made the semifinals last year, and they're bringing their whole team back basically. You know what I mean? So like, you got to give them the jump, but then by the end of the season, maybe you'll see a Georgia spring up, or like you'll see a Alabama spring up, or whatever it might be. But as of this moment right now, I think it's Penn State.
That's a tough one, dog.
Can they beat Ohio State this year?
They're not gonna
It's
beat Michigan. Well, I don't think that's a shit. They got.
No, they don't. They don't play Michigan, but it's going to be tough because it's at the shoe. You know what I mean? And it's not until about October 1st. So Ohio State's going to have a few weeks to work it all out. So, you know what I mean? But I don't see why you think, not you, but I don't see why Penn State would think that they can't.
A lot of their offense ran through Tyler Warren last year.
It did, but now they went out and got actual receivers this year. You know what I'm saying? And they still got
This is
both
true
running
too.
backs back.
Shout out to James Franklin.
And it's year two
Maybe for
of the
once.
new offensive system. Is year 2 of the new offensive
Mm-hmm.
system. So, you know what I mean? Like all signs point to them right now in this moment. Say 2 weeks from now might feel differently.
Right. I want to
Okay, so
say shout out again. Go ahead.
I was gonna backtrack to my man since we got him and he's all hype. This what's the potential for these 2 picks that they get for Parsons? They're gonna be bottom first rounders.
Because Dallas going to the playoffs. I mean, Packers going to the playoffs.
Can they win their division?
Unless J Love get hurt.
Well, I
Oh
picked the
boy.
Packers to win the division. I picked the Packers to win the division before they got Micah.
Yeah, I think I still might be going bear down. I still might be bearing down. I was
As far as those first round picks that you're talking about, this ain't the NBA. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as a bad first round pick. Like in the NBA, you want like top 5, top 4. and then you feel like there's a significant drop off. In the NFL, there ain't no bad first round draft pick.
Cole Strange has entered the chat.
Well, no. That was a team. That was a team drafting a bad player. I'm talking about just you don't need to be in a certain position in the draft to get a good player. Is what I'm
I
saying.
feel you know. Hell yeah, and especially
Because I mean,
with
look like the Eagles. The Eagles got Jihad Campbell. The Eagles got Jihad Campbell with the last pick of the first round.
hell yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I'm back.
value all over the first round. It's just we missed on that
Yeah,
one.
so the
We
Cowboys,
reached on that one. We
like,
said very
and
better.
if nothing else, Dallas. I don't know if we want to use the word smart or whatever the case may be, but I wouldn't want to pay Micah all that money.
Exactly, bro. Like, I don't think, again, you got to read the room. I always quote Channing Crowder to give him his credit. If they draft somebody at your spot, they're trying to replace you. The second they drafted Donovan Izaraku, you should have known right then and there what time it was going to be. The second they preached and saying Sam Williams' name in practice every day. He's looking so good, and you bring in a Dante Fowler. Like, you have to read the room, bro. Like, they're trying to replace you. So, like, I would have never showed up to camp thinking I'm going to get a crazy deal from Jerry and them, knowing how Jerry has done CeeDee Lamb, knowing how Jerry has done Dez, knowing how Jerry has done Dak. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to wait it out. I'm going to show up to camp so I don't get fined. I'm going to wait it out. But when you start talking that stupid shit like, yeah, the Jones family, they need to get it together and I'm feeling bad and business as usual. You let your agent finesse you, really. Your agent finesse you because he got paid out of the deal. Now he can use you as a building block now at this point.
Okay, so
now his clientele is ready to be crazy.
Crazy. Look what he got, Micah.
Does he set the precedence or standard for the next one up like CeeDee Lamb? Hey, I can get rid of you too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think George Pickens will probably be up next. So it's either gonna be George Pickens or it's either gonna be I can't think of the next person gonna be up. Hold on. Nah, Diggs on the way out. Diggs because he doing the same shit Micah was doing.
I thought that's what you meant. My bad. I thought that's what you were talking about. The next one to go.
Yeah, I think Diggs will be the next one to go for sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like that the next guy to get paid, I think they understand how Jerry does business. Like, I'm not gonna be in a room with you. We're not gonna shake hands and none of that shit. You're gonna talk to my agent. Be professional. Like, the second Jerry come with that attaboy shit, hey Jerry, my representation will talk to you later on about it. It's very simple. Handle yourself. That's how Dak conducted himself. Dak don't do all that attaboy, hand on the shoulder type shit. Dak like, yo, talk to my representation.
And Green Bay gave Micah 7.5 more than what the Cowboys were trying to give him.
Yeah. 100.
I guess that's my next question. Does setting the standard or setting the price at that high for edge rushers, who's the next one up to get that kind of money?
I don't know. As far as edge rushers, I don't know.
I think it might be a few years, and then we'll see Abdul Carter.
Possibly, because I don't think Henderson might not get that. I mean, he signed for that 1 year deal for the 14 M's, but I think that he a little long in the tooth, so I don't think he will get that type of money.
Actually, it could be Jared Verse.
Could be Jared Verse. Facts.
If it's not Will Anderson, it's going to be a couple of years before we see the next dominant. Because again, I don't have a problem with Michael Parsons. He still hasn't had a 15 sack season, so he hasn't jumped out there and had one of those defensive player of the year seasons. Like he's not. I don't see him in the same echelon as obviously these guys are like superstars, but like Myles Garrett, I don't even see him as Max Crosby. I really don't. I don't even see him as Max Crosby, honestly.
Me either.
In Raiders games, Max Crosby is going to jump and scream in the biggest moments.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
He playing beside nobody.
He just he's not providing no game sealing sack, bro.
I've been telling y'all this shit for 2 years now. Like, Micah, he dies down the stretch. He cries and complains and shit. Like, we in playoff games, they're running to your side of the football. You're not doing nothing about it.
Too late, man.
It's levels to this shit, man. Levels to this shit. And he got his wake up call and realized, you know
But
what, you went to a Packers team that don't have an owner, so they're known for not bringing guys back. So they leverage their future on you. If it don't work out there, he probably be going somewhere else.
Hey, he said at least he got one bag secured.
I respect it. I'm happy he got the bag. But they're a Jordan Love
but
injury
again,
away from not doing shit.
Oh yeah, I'm with you on that. I mean, they're not about to do nothing. Period. I mean, I get you though. I mean, I put up from Michael's standpoint, defensively.
I mean, yeah, Michael won in the end because he got paid. But hey, to me,
I mean,
I'm looking for longevity. I'm not gonna lead the Cowboys. Look, I mean,
they finished. Green
you
Bay
got
finished.
guys like Jesse Holly still getting money with the Cowboys. Jesse Holly was like a average guy we would bring out the practice squad every now and then. He got a whole gig with the Cowboys now. So
I
to
mean,
me,
honestly, personally, I'm not gonna say I'm kind of happy he got traded just because personally, I just didn't like the way. I'm just tired of the way Jerry Jones does his business. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of all the all the Dallas Cowboys. Every time it's time to get paid, you know what I'm saying, they got to go on this waiting spree and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? So I wish that it'd be one of the things where Michael could win a damn ring with the Packers. That'd have set Jerry back about 10 years. But you know what I'm saying? Because CD Lamb had to go through the same thing. Fucking what's his name? Elliott back
He
then,
did
and
it
you
to
know what I'm saying?
Dak
Like,
twice.
right, he ain't do it to Romo. That's why they play. He ain't
He
never had
didn't.
issue. Romo's the only
Yeah, he
person.
didn't.
no, I'm gonna tell you
He
somebody
didn't
else
have.
he didn't do it too.
Yeah, he
Terrence
didn't
Newman,
slow
he
play
got paid
Romo.
immediately.
He
Oh,
didn't
okay.
slow roll. He didn't slow roll Aikman.
Nope. Well, no, he it's so wild because he didn't even offer Demarcus well, no, it's not true. He did pay Demarcus Lawrence. Forgot about that. He
Yeah, he
did pay
did. He
Demarcus
did.
Lawrence. He
Yeah.
He
didn't play.
didn't.
He didn't pay
He,
DeMarco Murray. Is what I'm thinking about.
he didn't
Right,
pay
right, right.
DeMarco. Where
No, he
No, he
didn't
Ware.
pay
didn't.
Ware either.
He
Nah, he
didn't.
paid
He
Witten
went
though.
to Denver to get his ring.
Yeah, fact.
I'm gonna say that boy Witten
I'll
was in
say
there for
Witten
his
was in
life.
there. He got paid.
Witten was automatic jump. See, Witten went to him early though.
Mhm.
He didn't let it get to the offseason. He went in that junk, got that shit done early.
At the end of the
So it
day, man,
depends.
it just goes back. It goes back to the beginning, man. It's like honestly, the players have blames with this shit too. Is honestly is what they go and negotiate. You know what I'm saying? The players are not willing to sit out nothing. You know what I mean? So it's like the players at the end of the day have no leverage. You
At
know what I
all,
mean?
dog.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like you say, an NFL franchise can own you for 7 years where they really
7
have to
years,
pay you.
dog.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy to work. Like Jerry really could have been an asshole. But like, nah, I'm not paying his ass. I still got it for 2 more years franchise tag. You know what I'm saying? Just to be an asshole. But I mean, he kind of looked out, gave him a solid by trading him, and you know what I mean, looking at it as a bigger picture. But that's what it come down to, brother. Like they got to go back and get that contract. I mean, that
But
negotiating back.
but it works out though because I mean Dak's only getting. I mean, not that he's old, but he's only getting older. You know what I mean? And you got to see how he comes back from this injury in the first place. So Dallas isn't a piece away from being a contender.
Nope.
Right, right, right.
And we really got younger though. Like niggas haven't really noticed. We've really had a rebuild without rebuilding because
Right,
they've
right.
done a good job on fire like Leah Fowl. We picked up on defense Overshawn. Like so, like those guys have panned out. Luckily, Bland panned out. You know, he was a 4th round pick. So like those guys have really panned out. The guys that we actually have drafted. You know,
Yeah,
so
that's what I was
that
gonna
works.
say. Yeah, people spend so much
And
time talking about Dak and Jerry that the Cowboys been low key drafting well for the last 10 years.
big fact.
Shout out to Jack Sanborn.
Shout out to Jack Sanborn. I mean, you getting
Let me ask you this: drafting well. I mean, if you say the last 10 years, but so like last
That's
10
that's a
draft
whole
picks, and
that
who's
doesn't mean
really
it. That
stand
doesn't
out.
because that comes down to coaching. You know what I mean? Like,
down
look
like
at the
coaching to
coaches
me?
that they had come through there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and we don't even know what Brian Schottenheimer is as a coach yet. You know what I mean?
No, we don't.
We think like most people think that Jerry just hired a yes man. You know what I mean? Like basically the dude that ain't gonna talk back to him.
Yeah, he's
Right.
another good old boy. I mean, again, his dad was in the league, and like again, people forget Brian Schottenheimer was our OC for the past 2 years. They brought him in
Right.
on some sneaky shit as like a offensive court, like an offensive gameplay guy. Then he gets bumped up the next season when Kellen Moore leaves, so that's him and McCarthy come together, and he was OC last year. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's already been in the building for the most part. I think one thing I like about he's bringing is the competitive edge back. The fact that that's why I think they wanted to get Micah out of there. If I listen to Jerry's comments, he says that we've already been contemplating trading Micah anyway because it don't really match with the locker room. He rearranged the whole locker room. Guys that would sit beside each other like, nah, you go sit over there. You go sit like make guys uncomfortable. Those things is very comfortable for me. There's no edge. There's no like, yo, I want to get better. And I don't think Micah's a really good leader anyway. Like he just too lackadaisical. Like when I think about leaders, I think about people like Ray Lewis and guys that really study the game. I don't study the game like that. He athletic. But he's not trying to be the best thinker on the field. He's not putting Diggy Zua in the best spot. He just coming out there and saying, I'm a dog, I'm going to work hard. And there's nothing wrong with that. But then, like I said, there's levels to this shit. You can't be compared to Lawrence Taylor, my nigga, and you out here just being too lackadaisical and shit to me. And you putting, you on the pod, John, you shitting on Dak. You just causing unnecessary conversations and shit. You giving too much praise to Jalen Hurts and shit. Like that shit is cool. That's just corny to me. I don't fuck with that type of shit.
My man went from prime D Wade to Paul George.
But part of the problem is a lot of these cats out here comparing themselves to somebody their resume don't warrant being compared to. They're not even on that trajectory, if that's a word for the day.
That's definitely a great word.
Yeah, a lot of these cats need to fall back.
Has Aiden Hutchinson gotten a contract yet?
No, I don't think so. He might be next man up. That's a great name. Aiden Hutchinson for sure. He come back and do what he does. He might be the next one to get that money for sure.
Yeah, Aiden Hutchinson, Will Anderson, those are the ones I'm looking for next as far as the premier pass rushers.
So do you think
that is Jared Hurts.
So do you think that this is going to turn into a quarterback situation where these guys are just going to keep resetting the market?
If they get a lollipop to go ahead and fuck around and do it, yeah, a sucker. I'm not going to do it for certain guys. Like, you can't. And one thing I looked about Micah's stats, the last 3 years, he's number 3 on the list behind Myles Garrett and Crosby, as far as tackles and sacks. So, I mean, he had a right to have a gripe, but it's all about how your team is designed. If you're Jerry Jones, you don't spend that much money on offense and say, hey, and the key thing he said is like, yo, I just paid Dak. So, like, Dak should get us at least 5 wins. I don't want to have to pay another guy that amount of money. That's too much money. You too top heavy.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with them trading Micah. It was just the way it went down.
Yeah, I agree. If that was your goal from the beginning, just go ahead and do that shit and stop playing.
Yeah, because they could have got even more. Like there's been people like in the league that have come out and been like, yo, they should have got way more from Micah. Washington, we gave up more to get Tunzel than Green Bay gave up to get Micah.
Wow. That's crazy.
There should have been at least 2 second-round picks in that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Something.
100%. 100%.
Something.
2, and have them spread out like over a 4-year window or whatever the length of his contract was. You got 2 first, 2 second, and maybe a conditional third or some shit like that. 6-pack of nine later, a 6-pack of Bud Light and some 9 later. They just
one last comment about Jerry too. Jerry also said that they may package those picks right now and go get somebody.
Yeah, he did say that.
They saying they're not really even done yet. They've been saying that all offseason, like, yo, we're not done yet. Because I think they realized by trading Micah, that freed up so much cap space. Now you really can do what you want to do.
They might go get him another running back.
That's what I'm saying. You think about it, dog, because I know it's going to be a couple out there that's going to kind of, you ever go get Tyreek Hill. You never know in the offseason. Well, not I'm talking like mid-season. If it don't go well in Miami.
I might call Carolina and be like, yo, what's up with Chuba?
Nah, I'm cool on Chuba.
You don't like Chuba?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Nope. I think he's productive.
Hubbard,
I mean, I think he the same. See, like Rico Dowd, like they play on the same team now. It's like they're the same guy. If I'm going to give me a guy for real.
Hey, you know what, Mike? I got one for you. Oh shit, he ain't even there no more. I was gonna say like shit.
Hit me with it,
Hey,
2-5.
I was gonna say with all this fuckery going on in the Midwest, you might as well see what you got to give up to get JT.
Maybe the Colts might take 2 1s or a
Because I mean,
1.
you got to figure right, like what are the Colts going to be this year? Like what if they start out 1-4 or something like that? You know what I mean? With Daniel Jones, they put Richardson.
The Packers. My
They
bad.
put Richardson back
Go ahead.
in. He loses 2 games. You're sitting at like 1-5, 1-6. Why not?
Wait a minute. Richard put Richardson back in. I thought somebody said Richardson was going to be the starter. Oops.
Yeah, they did say that. They did say that.
Oops.
You know, you there, Mike?
Somebody was emphatic about Richardson being the starter,
Yeah, I'm here.
no matter who they
Yeah,
had.
I was gonna
I
say
was
I
saying
probably would
like,
trade for Alvin Kamara.
well, I was saying, saying like, depending on how things go in Indy, saying like, they might need to come off of JT.
I like that too. I'm telling you, man. Like,
Can he force his hand in that?
I'm
shit,
pretty
I think
sure he
so.
can.
After another losing season, I think he would.
Yeah, he finished 4th in
But I
rushing
mean,
last year. He's always like top 5 or close by.
And Ursay is passed
don't
on, so like that regime might want to say, hey, let's clean house.
well, isn't the daughter, or both daughters running the team by
Yeah, they
committee,
got 3
or is
daughters.
it the one daughter? Yeah, so I know, but one of them was hands on, like the late Mr. Rooney was. Like all the Rooney brothers were co-owners, but Mr. Rooney was the owner. Everybody knew that. But then I see more of the one chick, the one daughter. I think the oldest. I see more of her than I do of the other two,
Yeah, I know one of them was
which
talking
leads me to
about being
believe.
on the sideline.
I think that's the oldest one, though. She wanted to be like her daddy, more or less, minus the crack pipe. But scenario there.
It could be. Because, I mean, you got to figure out, like, Shane Steichen, right? His claim to fame when he got that job was look at what he did with Jalen Hurts. And now we done seen, like, hey, Jalen Hurts had a little bit more to do with that than he was given credit for. So now, what I'm saying? We saw Brian Daboll have a good season with Daniel Jones. So if you come out here and you can't have a good season with Daniel Jones, and you can't turn around this guy that we drafted number 4 in the draft, maybe you're not the guy we thought you were.
But you don't think they give him a longer leash than they give other first year, first time head coaches with that kind of skill?
No, because they're getting worse by year, and then their defense was shitty, right? So what did they do? They went out and got a defensive dude from the Bengals. Like he made that hire. You know what I'm saying? He hired that guy.
Dog. The Bengals have all of their cap tied up into Burrow, Chase, Higgins, and Hendrickson. They found a way to get Shamar Stewart on board. Who are they bringing back? What kind of? I still think the Bengals are going to be a bad team this year.
I think it's going to look a lot like last year.
I think it's going to look worse.
They're like the
They
Okay.
paid Trey all that money.
they're like the Steelers. They're one hit away on Burrow from being 6-11.
I guess he didn't be in 6-11 with Joe Burrow.
Only, and if they are, it's only because the defense gave up the games. It won't be because of Joey. It'll be the defense.
Don't let Adam and Lethal hear that.
But if it happens, it'll be because of the defense. It won't be because of Joey. Can guarantee that he gonna get his numbers. It's just a matter of can the defense stop the other team from getting theirs.
Well, I want to see Cincinnati week 1 because you know how Joe Burrow starts every year slow. You know, they started out last year with the loss to the Patriots. There was, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, he threw 5 picks against Pittsburgh in the first game. And you know, they opened up with Cleveland. So that's a game that you should walk in like, hey, we got this. You know what I'm saying? Until Myles Garrett get a hold of you.
I think Hendrickson, he's not bad,
Well,
but
Henderson led the league in sacks last year, and over the
oh yeah, he led the league in
yeah, and
sacks.
then over
I'm
the
sure that
and
was
then but over the last 3 years, he has more sacks than TJ and Myles Garrett.
for sure. I mean, bro's tough,
Yeah, he's
but
been top five the last what 4 years, 5 years. He's been top
Yeah,
five.
he just playing Cincinnati, so
He
he don't get
just
the
yeah,
attention.
and he's in a division with two other top five edge rushers that get the numbers. That's
Right,
you everybody can't eat like that. So
right.
plus when your team losing like his team losing, your numbers get lost in the shuffle.
hmm Yeah, they still don't have a secondary. I
Nope.
want to say Jermaine Pratt's not even there anymore because he was
And
like you know he was one of the guys that when I watch the Bengals he just jumps off the screen because he's involved in everything, but I don't even think he's there right now.
okay, and then after the one kid, I think what Brown, the one that running back after him, what then what?
Yeah, Chase Brown. Yeah,
After,
yeah, because they let Zach Moss go,
yeah, damn,
so I don't even know who their backup is right now without looking.
I couldn't tell you. Yeah, I don't think the Bengals are going to be a good team. I don't think they're going to be a good team at all.
they'll be better than Indianapolis, but only because Indianapolis. If Indianapolis was in their division, the Bengals would probably win the South. That's just how bad the South is in the AFC.
I don't know if the Colts. I don't know if the Colts can beat the St. Louis Battlehawks.
Damn, I don't even know if they could beat the Saints with Tyler Shuck. I don't even think they could beat the Saints with Tyler Shuck,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? It's crazy. But I mean the Colts did at least, but if nothing else, they went out and improved their defense. So I gotta give them that.
Bruh.
Yes, sir.
If it was up to you, would we be taking Aaron Rodgers out of the FU list at the end?
Will we be taking him out of what list?
Out of the FU list at the end.
No, it's his body of work warrants FU Aaron Rodgers. His body, his entire body of work. There's
His face warrants
There's
that shit
nothing.
too.
There's nothing short of winning a Super Bowl that would make me consider him being maybe demoted on the list, not as high, but winning a Super Bowl outright. That's the only consideration I'm giving you. It's still I'm not a fan of this move. Never been a fan of this move. Didn't want this move. No matter what the record is for this 1 year, because that's all it's really going to be, in my opinion, 1 year. If he makes the season, it's still going to be. I didn't like the move.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, so what do you think is the best case scenario record and the worst case scenario?
Worst case scenario, well, I'm gonna
6-11, worse.
Okay.
10-7.
Best.
Oh yeah, that would be up to Aaron Rodgers to mess up Tomlin's winning seasons, huh?
And that's the only
worst case scenario
thing I'm
below
shooting
500.
for. Another winning season for the 20th year, I think, 19th or 20th year. That's the only thing I'm shooting for right now. I'm not.
Well, you know, I'm excited for week 1. You know know what I'm saying? Y'all got to go play Justin Fields.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Jets are going to help us more than hurt us. I just think, and it won't be nothing the kid does because I like the kid. I wanted them to keep him, but it is what it is. Um,
Yeah.
I don't want him to get hurt in the game, but I don't want him to beat us either.
Right.
I mean,
I
you know how
definitely
that
feel you.
motivation is when you playing your old team. You crank it up a notch, and it wouldn't be the
So,
first time a former Steeler player cranks it up a notch against us. The few that have, but
Shout out to Mike Wallace.
do you
who
think Tomlin? Do you think Tomlin has the? You think Tomlin has the gumption to bench Aaron Rodgers?
I think he does if the performance doesn't meet the expectation. But I mean, we don't even know what the expectation is because I mean, I can't say I saw him in any preseason game. But on the backside of that, the only preseason game I really watched was the Tampa Bay game. So I can't say what the expectation is because I haven't seen him play.
So who y'all backup quarterbacks?
Uh, it's
Will Howard.
it's no, it's Will Howard and Mason Rudolph. And like I say, if Rogers go
Oh, I forgot Mason
if
Rudolph.
if Rogers go down, it's you can 6-11, depending on what part of the season he goes down, if he goes down. And like I said previously, I'm still not confident in this offensive line. It's another year to get it together, but it's still another year. You got
Right.
you got Miles twice this year. That's easily 5 sacks.
Hendrickson.
Yeah. But my thing is, the reason why I was asking about the backup quarterbacks is, could you foresee Aaron Rodgers? We're not talking about MVP caliber, but could you see Aaron Rodgers playing well enough, maybe a playoff berth, maybe coming second in the division, maybe winning the division? Could you see a outlet for Aaron Rodgers returning next season?
I don't care how well he plays, experiment, and after that, you need to, especially if you're in the arch, you need to decide the quarterback. You're going to do the defense and make Howard your future.
We're losing you. We're losing you.
I said they need to decide after this 1 year who the future quarterback going to be, whether it be Arch or Howard. But I don't see them past this 1 year experiment with Rodgers. I just don't.
Because didn't Aaron Rodgers already say like he has nothing to play for? Like this is my last year.
Yeah,
like,
pretty much. Yeah,
you know
he
what
said, yeah, this is his farewell tour. Okay, fine. Do your 1 year, see how far this goes, and then after that, then like I said, they need to decide: are we going with Howard, or if we're in a position to get Arch, we get Arch, and we go from there. I'm tired of the future being passed over as far as the quarterback position.
I mean,
I'm interested in the running back room.
has Aaron Rodgers? Okay, what? What about the
I'm
running back?
interested in the running back room.
Well, I'm interested in that
Shout
too
out to
because
Caleb.
outside of Warren, what are we doing?
Well, I like the rookie.
Caleb
Yeah, I
Johnson.
like the rookie.
But you put the money in Warren.
And then you went out and got Gainwell.
Exactly. So what are we doing there? And you're structured as far as the cap. Your defense got the most of that money. Still. So
Right.
what are you doing offensively with the limited cap space you going just based off of the plane and the people you have under. That's I guess my right now is Aaron Rodgers 1 year, and then we still at the same question we had for the last really 4 years. Who's the franchise quarterback? You don't trust Rudolph.
And what Jalen
Not
Ramsey gonna
enough
look
to make
like?
him the
So,
franchise. And Howard won't get the reps this year unless Rodgers gets injured, and you force him into number 2.
because my whole thing is, what gives us some type of encouragement or reassurance that Aaron Rodgers is going to give it his all? Like, I'd never see him as like a hustle guy or like a grind it out kind of guy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
guess you just hope with it being his last year that he just, plays loose and just let it,
I feel
Okay,
you.
but
Like, yeah, just go out here and have some fun, right?
on the,
Just go out here and have fun.
but from the outside looking in, do you see that happening? Based on his track record, do you see that happening?
No.
Okay.
No, and I want to see, what Jalen Ramsey looked like too.
Yeah, that like I told a friend of mine, if we get the Jalen Ramsey, the Jacksonville Jalen Ramsey, I'm okay with this situation. But if we don't get the Jacksonville Jalen Ramsey, the one that used to jump over Antonio Brown with the slant routes, getting the interceptions in the end zone, where him and Darius Slay on the same field, we might as well have Patrick Peterson back there.
Do you feel like y'all are wasting Joey Porter Jr., or do y'all feel like he's right where he's supposed to be?
I think Joey's still learning. Ramsey could teach him some things, but he needs to learn how to be less handsy.
Yeah.
And not get
he gets the calls. He gets the penalties that they should call on Sauce Gardner, but they don't.
The exact what I was about to bring up. He gets those Sauce Gardner calls, and that's not a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Sauce Gardner should be getting those calls. And in New York, he's hyped as being a lockdown defender for doing what Joey Porter gets flagged for. So
right.
Hopefully he learns a thing or two from Ramsey and Slay, depending on if he's teachable. But if not, and we still got the same thing, I mean, at this point, anything's better than Artie Burns. So that's what I'm at. Anything better.
Do y'all feel like, or do you feel like that y'all were just adding players because they were available, or y'all were feeling the need because the player that y'all thought he just wasn't ready in his developmental stage yet?
I think it was twofold. They added players that they could afford to get based on the available cap, and hopefully they teach him a thing or two that he can go forward with. Because I mean, you can bring in certain players and cats will be like, "Oh, no, I don't need to listen to that dude. He can't show me nothing." But you brought in a Super Bowl winner, a top 10 draft, at a certain point.
Ain't Slay a champion?
Yeah.
Ain't Ramsey a champion? I'm tripping.
He's a champion.
Yeah, Ramsey's a champ. Yep.
You don't hear no Eagles fan talking about, yeah, he's the reason why we run the Super Bowl. He's the reason why our defense was top notch. You don't hear no Eagles fans saying that.
Oh man, Darius Slay was a part of that defense.
If I remember correctly, I used to hear certain people talk about how Slay was a liability. They need to get rid of his ass.
Nah, like Darius Slay was such a great part of that run. All we were talking about was Guantanamo Bay.
Guantanamo
and the white kid got more shine than Slay.
Yeah, the Great Whites.
Cooper DeJong.
Coop got more shine than him. But I mean, like I said, it is. I mean, you can even go back to he was at Detroit before he was at Philly, correct? Okay, when he was at Detroit,
correct.
Nobody was, oh yeah, Darius Slay, boy, locked down. After his first 3 years, it was like Darius Slay got this league. Darius Slay got called for.
Shout out Matt Patricia.
I always thought that Darius Slay was overrated. Like he was like that guy that either got a pick or he got burnt.
And it was more burnt. It was more burnt than picks. type thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I had to choose between him and Ike Taylor, I would only choose Ike Taylor because I can count on Ike Taylor to drop the ball. What is this? Oh,
Back though, but yeah. No, Slay. I don't even know at this point in his career. I don't know if Slay is as good as Joe Hayden was when the Steelers got him, and Joe Hayden was definitely on his last legs.
I would have picked Joe Hayden over Patrick Peterson and Darius Slay. Joe Hayden gave me two, three. Well, he gave me 3 good productive years. I wanted him there for another year.
That's two. Joe Hayden over Pat Pete.
Yes. Oh, at this stage of
At
the
that
career,
stage,
at
yeah,
this stage of the career, hell yeah, I would have took Joe
Oh, he's
Hayden all
on
the
the back
time.
end.
That dude,
yeah.
say what you want about him, but he was clutch. He was clutch.
Speaking of which, whatever happened to my guy Xavier Rhodes?
Shout out to Xavier Rose, man, from FSU.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
where the fuck he at?
Um,
Won't he playing for the? Didn't he retire with the
Minnesota.
Vikings?
He was with the Vikings. I remember him with the Colts at one point.
Y'all know who is back in the fold? Xavier Howard is an Indianapolis Colt.
He is.
But does
What
that
is
help
he
their
now?
defense?
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, and what does
Well,
that
what
do for
helps
their
their
defense?
defense is what helps their defense is Shavarius Ward and Cam Bynum,
Hmm.
and for good measure, Corey Ballantyne is pretty good.
I don't know, bro. The I think the more I look at the Titans offense, bro, once they put that joint together, I'm starting to like them.
I like them too. I just don't like their coach.
Yeah, I don't like the coach either, and I feel like Brian Callahan might be the reason that they lose a couple games that they should have won. You
Yeah,
want to automatically point to Houston. I know we about to get out this jump. You want to automatically point to Houston, but I still feel like that their offensive line is just way too trash, and they might be the AFC South Bengals.
I don't know. The only thing that might be standing in the Texans' way is if Trevor Lawrence puts it together. But
I
but
can't.
Jacksonville's defense ain't any good either. So but Houston's defense should probably be a top 5 defense.
Maybe
I mean, they got
I
they
like.
they got they got Will Anderson, Daniil
Yep,
Hunter.
yep,
They got Petre coming back from injury. They got
yep.
Kamari Lassiter.
Waller.
Stingley is probably going to be a top 6, top 5-ish corner in the league this year.
I say top maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah, he might be. You know what I'm saying? For real. And you know what I mean? So like the defense ain't going to be the problem. It's just going to be how long it and Houston got weapons on offense.
Can they
They just
protect the quarterback?
Yeah, you just got to protect the quarterback. You know what I mean? Because
All right.
remember they got our guy from Iowa State.
Higgins.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hell yeah, dog. They got guys out there, man. They got balls. They got Xavier Hutchinson. They got Higgins and Noel, dog.
Yeah. Then you still got Nico.
Come on, bro.
And I want to say they went and got Christian Kirk too.
They do got Christian Kirk.
Yeah.
They making sure that they gonna have somebody out there to catch that football.
Yeah, we just gotta hope that Nick Chubb can get it back.
He don't need to get it back. He
All
just
right.
needs to average at least 3 yards a carry. If he gives him 3 a carry, it'll be the old Nick, because you're not gonna get 4 yards a carry off 2 repaired knees. That's
He just gotta hold it down for 2 or 3
yep.
games until Joe Mixon get back.
It's 3 yards a carry. That's it. That's all they need. He's an insurance policy.
So before we get out this jump, I want you to go ahead and tell us right now a team who did not make the playoffs last year, who will, and what team they are going to replace.
A team that's gonna make the playoffs, and who are they gonna replace? Okay, I'll dance this dance. Um, San Diego, and they're gonna replace Denver.
That's actually not bad.
It
Wait,
would.
wait, I'm gonna say the Chargers made the jump.
They did.
Oh well, that's right. My bad.
Chargers made the jump.
The whole division, except for the Raiders. Okay, so let's that dance. The Raiders will replace the Chargers.
I'm actually not mad at that either.
Going with that one.
That's actually pretty
I'm
good.
going with that one. The Raiders will replace the Chargers. The Chargers won't make the playoffs on a technicality, not because the games played. It's just they'll do that NFL math, and the Chargers won't make it, and the Raiders will barely make it.
I like that.
That's pretty good.
I like Geno Smith. I like Pete Carroll, and Tom Brady's quarterback coach Alex Guerrero has officially joined the Raiders coaching staff as a consultant, so he will be in the building as well. Or Alex Guerrero, whatever his name was, Tom Brady's quarterback whisperer. So they got some stuff cooking.
But why did he go? Why did he go to Cleveland and get the wrong quarterback?
Hey, that's a good question.
I mean, I could care either way. I mean, if we traded for Shador, I'd be happy for that, but that's not going to happen because that's the Browns, and Browns don't do logical shit. But why did the Raiders go all the way to Cleveland just to get Kenny Pickett, and you put Kenny Pickett in Vegas? That's not a good spot for him. He likes to party.
They paid Geno. He got guaranteed money. He gonna be there for the next couple of years. We do not want to affect that man's confidence. We don't want that man looking over his shoulder. Geno Smith is our quarterback.
Oh, okay. They said the same thing about Aaron Rodgers, and they said the same thing about Anthony Rodgers in Indianapolis. And how's that turning out?
Hey, look, that's we supposed to be getting out of here. That's a whole different can of worms. All I'm gonna say is Shane Steichen is feeling the heat under his bottom, and he does not know how to interact with it, and he just feels like Daniel Jones has the most experience.
Or could it be that the Irsay daughter is taking up where her daddy left off and making personnel decisions from the front office?
I've had enough of this.
Everybody wants to be Jerry Jones.
I'm an expert talent scout. I think it's time for this young man to have a seat. We need to put the other guy in. I've only been doing this for 2 years. Got my dog Bleed Blue for the shoe. Nap Nation, what it do? You know what I'm saying? We ready to tap out this jump. You called us right on the tail end of this jump. Right before we get out of here, dog, we need to know. I think we answered this jump last night. A team who did not make the playoffs, who will make the playoffs, and who they going to replace.
You already told. I told you mine is Chiefs and Bengals. Chiefs not making it. Bengals in.
Okay.
KC out since he.
Let me put this out there right now. If that happens, if the Bengals make the playoffs and the Chiefs don't, I'll get you an authentic Anthony Richardson jersey. You pick the color inside.
That's tough right there.
Make sure y'all lock that one in, man. Lock that one in. Ledger that jump.
Write it down.
If the Chiefs the Chiefs don't make the playoffs and the Bengals do, I will get you that Anthony Richardson off NFL Shop in your size and have it next day delivered. I have it on 2-day shipment to any address of your choice.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
I like that deal.
Come on, gang. So yeah, man. With that being said, fellas, how we feeling about tonight, man?
I should be in the town tonight. I should be.
Yes, sir, fellas. Yes, sir. So look, man, y'all already know this Styrofoam Rob goddamn cups in the gang line from the motherfucking hot box. You can catch us every Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Friday. We will be back tonight for the Friday Smoke Fest. You already know I have my dog Steel Curtain Unk in this motherfucker and my dog Bleed Blue for the shoe. Nap Nation, J Lethal, what it do, man? You already know. Catch us again, like I said, tonight, same time, same place, 7 p.m. Rolling the windows down. We're letting the smoke out. But before all
Fuck
else,
Aaron Rodgers. Fuck Kevin Durant. And fuck Rudy Wilt Chamberlain.
Fuck the Cowboys.
And fuck Tyler Perry, bro.
Fuck the Patriots. Fuck the Red Sox. Fuck the Tigers.
Damn.
Fuck the Pirates management and owner.
Right.
Fuck Ohio State.
Damn.
Fuck Ohio State.
Did we say fuck Aaron Rodgers?
Fuck Bama.
Yeah, we said fuck it. I think that's it. All right, no, fuck Brian Callahan and fuck Schottenheimer. Fuck Brian Schottenheimer. I don't got no beef for bro, but fuck him.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we rolling the windows down, man. We letting the smoke out, man. Smoke with us next time.